was incorrect? Or I have that wrong?
Well, it's not 96, but it's like this movie was made like part of a it's like a postgraduate program in my film school. I studied film at the National University in Mexico, and there is this program where the university produces one film each year by a graduate from this film school. That's the way it was made.
Um, can you take us through your writing process? Maybe how you came to this story, and if you casted everyone as you were writing, or after.
Well, it was a very long process. It took about 5 years since I started writing the screenplay, and it changed a lot. I had like the main idea of this character who is very uptight and is not really able to let her love flow, and so after 5 years it changed a lot, but it changed mostly when we were rehearsing and shooting the film, because uh, Andrea and Nayan Daeva, who plays Maria, um, they improvised a lot during rehearsals, and then we took a lot of that material which was created during the rehearsals and put it there. And then when we were actually shooting, we were also improvising a lot. So the screenplay was just like, in a way, a tool to settle situations. But then it really kept changing as we were shooting.
I wanted to discuss a little bit about your choice to use black and white. Maybe talk a little bit about the advantages and the disadvantages of shooting in black and white, and maybe how that attaches to her character. Maybe you can talk a little bit about it.
Well, we wanted to shoot it in black and white because we wanted to tell the story from Alejandra's point of view. And so we thought that for Alejandra, everything is black and white. I mean, it's like you're either against her or not with her, and she can't see nothing in between. That's also the reason why most of the movie is shot completely frontal or completely lateral, because she has no angle. I mean, she's radical, absolutely radical, and that was the decision. That was for us like a logical decision, departing from Alejandra's point of view, and I don't know that. I wouldn't call them disadvantages, but it's tough working with black. We shot this film with a digital camera, so we actually shot it in color and then took away the color. But it was very funny because we wanted to manipulate certain tones independently. So we would, for example, paint Andrea's lips green, and then we could adjust the tone of her lips without touching the rest of the image. And we made that a lot with purple and black and green and blue and so on. So if you watch the movie in color, it's really ugly because there are a lot of colors which mismatch, and same with clothing and with the the, the tables and the chairs and all the furniture happens to be like in a very strange color sometimes. So when you see it in black and white, it's much more beautiful. Yeah.
I once forgot to clean up my green lipstick, and I went out to the street to take a walk in between shots, and people were looking at me like, "What's wrong with you?"
Do you guys have any questions for them? It's hard for me to see just because of the. Oh, here.
Can you talk about your production design? Because I really loved it, and coming back to work with obviously as well.
Well, we didn't have like an actual production designer. Uh, what happened really was that all the art department worked together as a team, and then I think yeah, most of them were. There is like 27 people from my school are actually in this crew, mostly I mean, in my school we don't have any makeup artists or or dresser or something like that. But in cinematography department and sound and editing, they are all my classmates in a way. And then I had worked with the cinematographer for many years, and he shot my shorts at school. So we had, after 5 years of working on the project, we had like a very clear idea, I guess, of what we wanted some scenes to look like. Mostly the Alejandra's house, this flat where she lives, was very difficult to find because we found a lot of lofts which had like the two stories, but then most of them had like a division in the second floor, or I mean in the not the second but the first floor, so you couldn't really see through it. And we finally found this apartment, but it didn't look like this. I mean, it was really kind of destroyed, so we had to fix it, and it looked much better in the movie than it actually was in real life.
I wanted to ask Andrea, maybe you had to spend a lot of time with this other person. What did you do in order to prepare? Maybe did you guys just get to know each other, and what did you do with the yeah with
with my girl. Actually, I had like 5 days to prepare for this project. Yeah, production called me. They were having this shooting start day, and originally Alejandra was cast for another actress. But what happened was that I met Raul since a long time ago, and I had read the script many times. Every single version of the script, I read it, and 5 days before they start shooting, the other actress went out of the project. So they were like, "Well, who should we call?" And the main problem with me, it was that I look a little bit younger than what she has to look. I look more, and at that time I look more in the age of Maria, so Raul was a little bit concerned about that. So they called me and they talked with the makeup department and with the costume department, and they agreed to make me look older. I think they achieved, because I do look older. And the rest of it, it was like working with Raul and with Nayan. We had a great chemistry together. Nayan is such a sweet girl and such a sweet actress, and she was really generous as well. Tamara, because they started to rehearsal like 2 or 3 months before me. But when I arrived, they just welcomed me. They were so open, and it was an advantage that I had already read the script, and I worked with Raul a lot of things of the script, and I read of the books that they are implicated there, and I saw the movies that Raul wanted the other actress to see it. So, and that was because that was a casualty, because I mean that was a chance, because Raul and I, we were very good friends. We were really close, so it was like a natural path, And he walked me through it. So the chemistry between Maria and Alejandra happened really natural, and I think that was good because I think somehow it was captured in the movie. Well, persona, ¿cómo se dice persona? Persona, the person, yeah, Bergman. Um, uh, go, Ghost World, Fucking Amal, Show Me Love, many. I mean, and so many that are implicated there. But a lot of Godard's movies, a lot of David Lynch, of course, Mulholland Drive. He made us watch that too. Yes, all the music that Alejandra has to hear. I already had it in my iPod, so it was good. It was really good. It actually that nurtured me a lot. That changed my way of seeing movies and seeing and reading books and choosing music a lot.
Does anybody have a question? Oh, over here. You there?
Of the many literary references in the film, what one would you say is probably the most influenced the birth of the picture?
Mm, uh, there are, I think, a couple of quotes from André Breton. Uh, the last one mostly when it says, "I want you to be madly loved."
Hmm.
I think that that one in particular is very important to the film because at that moment we wanted to put it like you couldn't know if that's Alejandra talking to Maria or Maria talking to Alejandra or even the movie talking to Alejandra. It could go the three ways, and I think that's much what I would say personally to Alejandra, that I want her to be madly loved, but she won't allow it.
You had a question too?
Yeah, it's obvious that the character is very worldly, but I just wanted to understand the choice for the soundtrack. Why was it disproportionately in English?
Disproportional. Like it's too like you think it should be more like in Spanish?
Not that it should be more in Spanish. It was, I just was curious
Yeah.
the choice to make it predominantly in English.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really think about it very much. I mean, uh, we chose the songs mostly because of the emotion, not exactly the language. And it's funny because I know they are almost all in English, but it's not only American or English bands. That's funny because we have a Japanese band called Mel Banana, and they sing in English, and we have a band from Norway called Chloroform, and they sing in English, and we have a band from the Czech Republic, and they sing in English. And then we have a Mexican band, and they sing in English. So it's not something that's, I mean, it just
Lack of
happened.
globalization.
Yeah, I think it's stuff that Alejandra would be listening to, and then I really didn't think about the language. It was mostly the whole emotion that is there melodically, not exactly what it because of what it says. That's
And also, the music that we thought about each scene, and for instance, there were a lot of moments during the shootings where Raul used to put on the stereo in the car in the stereo. He used to put a record, and we were listening to a specific song that he wanted us to listen in that particular moment. But we could not afford the rights for those lyrics, you know. So we have to choose, and they have to choose. The music department has to choose something that were close to that and that could bring that feeling, but if you could hear what it was sounding in our heads during the shots, it would have it would have been impossible to hear. It would have been only David Bowie's music and I don't know, a couple of Beatles, and it would be impossible to shoot that movie using those rights. So also that's why we and they had to choose.
Yeah, but I'm happier now with this music. I mean, I know you always dream of buying like very very expensive music, but in the end, I think this we have to listen to really hundreds and hundreds of songs, and these ones for me are perfect for the scenes, even better than the ones that we wanted and we couldn't pay.
It's a good soundtrack.
Thank you very much.
Okay.